Hi, Assalamualaikum, and a very good afternoon to all of you. Now we are meeting again in our English lesson. Okay, so I really hope everybody is ready today to continue learning. Okay, so what are we going to do today? Alright, we are going to cover the topic saving the earth. So by the end of the lesson, you should be able to read a process on how to recycle papers. Okay, so we have talked about recycling, right? On Tuesday. So you should know what is recycling. So we are going to look at recycling papers, and then you should identify paragraphs. Okay, how to do. How to make a process, okay, and also you are going to use sentence connectors correctly. All right, now I want you to look at this picture. So it is divided into two, right? So can you see the difference between these two pictures? Okay, one side is very calm, you got a lot of animals living happily and healthily with all the trees and greeneries, and also look at the earth. The color of the earth is very vibrant, right? And it's very calming. Okay, what about the other side of the picture? Look at that smoke, look at that color, look at how do you feel about this? Look at what is missing in here. There's a lot of development. The color of it is really dull, right? And also you can see these bits of, what is this? These are dying trees. There's no more trees, right? There's no more greeneries in here. And now look at the color of the earth. So we actually need to do a lot of things, okay? We need to realize ourselves that our earth now is actually dying. So there are a lot of steps that we can do, okay, in order to save our earth. But today we're going to look at one, right? Okay, now we're going to do reading today about saving the earth. Okay, let's look at this one. It's in our hand, right? The future of the earth is in our hand. What should we do? What is this? What is the symbol? This symbol represents recycling, right? Okay, now you should read after this, and I want you to look at how many paragraphs are there, okay? How many paragraphs are there? And then you should identify the introduction paragraph, content paragraphs, and conclusion paragraph, all right? And then we are going to look at the sequence connectors used in the article. Okay, what are the sequence connectors? And also how many steps involved in the process. So we are going to look at a process later and we are going to read it. All right. Okay, now how to recycle paper. So we got a lot of papers in our house. So what should we do? All right, now read this one. It is very important for us to protect the environment and preserve the planet for our children and future generations. So this is our task. It's very important. It's us who should protect the environment and preserve. Preserve means that we have to maintain the planet for our children. Among the easiest ways we can do is recycling, and paper is the most wasted material these days. Exactly right. Because one of the things that we all usually use are paper. We got wallpapers, right? Wallpapers are made from paper. So if you want to change it, you are going to take out the wallpaper. We got books, we got boxes. When you order things from Shopee, for example, right? They send you the items using boxes, right? So there's a lot of papers involved in our everyday life. Okay, so this is the easiest way, okay, to recycle the paper. The recycling of paper is the process by which waste paper is turned into new paper products. Meaning that we recycle it. We are going to make that paper instead of box at the beginning. We are going to recycle and we are going to turn that into new paper products. Alright? Meaning that it might be from that box, it might be changed into notebooks or tissue, right? Recycled tissues. Okay, here are the steps on how to recycle paper. So you notice the red handwriting, the red writing. This means that this is the topic for our article today. All right, now the first step is recycling papers. In recycling papers is sorting. All right, so you need to choose sort. The paper is sorted by remove meaning that taking out any contaminants. Contaminants meaning that something that is not paper, anything that can contaminate the paper, okay, like plastic, metal, or other trash. So we need to remove that. That is sorting. Paper strained with food is also removed during this process. So you know that when we ordered food, for example, they are going to put our food in paper boxes. So there's going to be stain, right, with the food that we order. So those food are also removed, all right, during the sorting process. So this is the first step. So notice the writing over here. All right, then the papers are tied and transported to warehouses for storage. Okay, from there they are transferred into the pulper. Okay, so when we collect those and it is all nice and there's no more contaminants, they are going to be tied and transported to a warehouse. All right, this warehouse for storage. Okay, so later they're going to transfer it to a pulper. So what is a pulper? At the pulper, the paper is then chopped into tiny pieces and then heated in the vat. So what happened is that these papers, those that are tied together just now, are going to be chopped, all right, into tiny pieces and then heat in a vat. So there's going to be hot water in here. So all those tiny pieces of papers are going to be boiled in there and heated, which contains chemical and water. Of course, it is going to be added with chemical. So this turns the cellulose fibers into mush. So what happens is that these tiny pieces of paper that are heated in the chemical and water are going to be mush. Mush meaning that a very, very, what do you call, mushy, you know. We're going to look at the picture of that, okay? Or you can Google it actually. Google, what is a mush, alright? Alright. After that, the mushy pulp is screened to remove any contaminants. Okay, screen means they are going to be what? Separated. All right, the pulp are going to be separated with the water. So heavy objects like staples, paper clips, and plastic pins are thrown away. So these things are going to be taken out. This process also removes printing ink and glue residues and adhesives. All right, these are glues and also ink. Here it is treated here it is treated to be white again. So later they are going to make it white again. All right, instead of different color of papers that we had before. Right, next it is pressed through what is this? Number of press rollers to remove all the water. So it is going to be pressed so that all the water are going to be strained. All right, so it is pressed by rollers. So these are rollers. Do you see the circle? This one is rounded. These are the rollers and shaped into different paper products such as cardboard, newsprint, and office paper. And then finally, the recycled paper is ready to be distributed all around supermarkets, bookshops, and stores. So this ready paper that are ready are going to be sold in supermarkets and bookshops. Of course, recycling paper has a number of important benefits. Importantly, it saves waste paper from occupying homes of people. Now, your house is clean. There's no more wasted paper, right? And then those paper are recycled and made into a new materials. Okay, now, let's look at these paragraphs. What are these paragraphs? The first one, what is it? Yes, it is introduction paragraph where you are going to be introduced on the matter that you are going to talk about, right? So this, you're introducing that here are the steps on how to recycle paper. So when people read, they expect you to explain the steps on recycle papers. All right, then you have content paragraph, right? So these content paragraphs are going to talk about the steps. First step, second step, third step, fourth step, and fifth step. So these are the content of your topic just now. Okay. And also the last one, of course, the conclusion paragraph. All right. So I want you to look at now the words in blue. What are those called? These are called sentence connectors. So when you are talking about process, you should be able to talk about or to tell which steps come first. All right. So you can use the word first, then after that, next, and finally. All right. So these are basically on how you should recycle papers. Okay, now later you're going to be given reading tasks. Okay, fill in the blanks with the missing words. So these needed to be copied in your writing book, and or you also can print it and paste it in your writing book. It should be in your writing book. Okay, all right. What are the things? What are the work given? You are going to be given this. All right, I want you to copy this and fill in the blanks with the ones that based on the one that we have read before. Okay, these are going to be based on your previous the previous step. So you can pause and then you can look back at the presentation just now, the reading that we have done just now. It is such an easy task. So copy this in your writing book, or you have printer, you can print and paste it. All right, and then don't forget to fill in the attendance link. It will be given in your WhatsApp group, of course. Here, complete your task and attach your homework along. Meaning that you have to take a picture of your writing just now, okay, and tag it along. All right, attach it in the Google form given. Okay, what to include? How to recycle papers activity, the activity given to you. All right. I think that's it from me. That's the end for today's lesson. So I really hope that you could do your homework. Okay, today is Friday. I've given you the easiest task. Later, tomorrow, next week, we are going to learn on compose. Okay, so we have learned the process just now. We have looked and read at the process. Now we are going to look at the process on how to compose, to do a compost. All right. Okay, see you next week. I'm expecting a full attendance, and I am also expecting all of you to hand in your tasks. Okay, see all of you. Bye.